Good evening. Please rise for the entrance of the senior class of 2019.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of Polk County High School, I'd like to welcome students, parents, and honored guests to the presentation of Senior Awards. Senior Awards Night is a particularly special occasion as we are able to celebrate the amazing accomplishments of the class of 2019. On this night, we are also reminded of the tremendous community support we are so fortunate to receive. Tonight, you will see numerous awards and scholarships presented by local community agencies. In many cases, these scholarships afford students the opportunity to follow their dreams, and for that, we offer our sincerest thanks and gratitude. Standing in front of the stage are our junior marshals for this evening. These students truly represent academic excellence as they have the highest grade point averages in the junior class. I'd like to take a moment to recognize each of them individually. Dylan Valentine. Victoria Bowling. Landry Edwards. Hannah Harris. Carly Kilgore. Grace Lauer. Nicholas Lopez. Ava Marino. Daniela Santabanez. Lucas Schlopak. Delaney Sudred. And Sydney Waldman. At this time, I will now turn the program over to your Chief Marshal, Miss Victoria Bowling.
our first presenter, Jeffrey Tennant.
It is my pleasure on behalf of the Ann L. Turner and Jeffrey M. Tennant Foundation to make 3 scholarship awards to members of the graduating class tonight. The first goes to an individual who did not finish in the top 10% of the class, and they are receiving a one-time $4,000 scholarship, Mr. Caleb Nathaniel Potter. We have 2 $4,000 per year scholarships for up to 4 years of study. The first is awarded to a gentleman who will be attending a institution called North Carolina State University, Mr. Clark Ryan Phipps. Scholarship, also a $4,000 a year renewable scholarship, is awarded to an individual who will be attending the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, Miss Morgan B. Stott.
I'd like to welcome our next presenters, Susan McHugh and Linda Martin.
Good evening. It's an honor and a privilege for me to be here this evening on behalf of the R.J. Martin family to present the R.J. and Linda Martin Scholarship, and also for the Forbes Foundation to present the Margaret and Stuart Forbes Awards. Both the Martin family and the Forbes Foundation would like to congratulate each student in the class of 2019 and wish you great success in your futures. We also want to express our appreciation to every parent, every teacher and staff member, to the superintendent, to the school board, and school administration for your day-to-day support and care for each of these graduates. Thank you all. The Martin family is pleased to present the second R.J. and Linda Martin Scholarship to a deserving senior who demonstrates high achievement and who plans to major in education. The $1,000 award was established in honor of Dr. R.J. Martin and his wife, Linda Walker Martin. Linda is here with me this evening, along with her daughter-in-law, Lisa Martin. Dr. Martin left a legacy which focused on quality education. He cared deeply about children and viewed education as essential to living a productive and fulfilling life. He taught on the faculties of Western Carolina University and James Madison University. He also served as a public school administrator in both Polk and Bolton counties. Linda is a Polk County native and currently lives on her original family farm in Mill Spring. She taught kindergarten, was a school librarian, and is a passionate advocate for children. It is a privilege for us to present the R.J. and Linda Martin Scholarship to Ansley Lynch. To attend UNCA in the fall, where she will major in elementary education, and she hopes to return to Polk County and be a teacher. Good for you, Ansley. Margaret Forbes was dedicated to creating educational opportunities for Polk County students through the preschool initiative, through high school scholarships, and through grants to enhance educational programs in the Polk County school system. The Margaret Forbes Distinguished Scholar Award is a $12,000 four-year renewable scholarship awarded to a Polk High senior who demonstrates exceptional potential to positively impact the lives of others. The Stuart Forbes Polk High Scholar Award also is an $8,000 renewable scholarship awarded to a student who is well-rounded and service-oriented, one who excels, and an individual who demonstrates unique talent in a specific area. It is my pleasure to present the 2019 Margaret L. Forbes Distinguished Scholar Award to Sadie Allen. Sadie plans to attend the University of North Carolina in the Chinese language. Sadie. It is also an honor for me to present the 2019 Stuart Forbes Polk High Scholar Award to Reese Alley. Reese plans to attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the fall, where she will play soccer and study either neuroscience or engineering.
Our next presenter is Noah Wood.
Good evening. It is my great pleasure to be here tonight to present scholarships on behalf of the Polk County Community Foundation. The foundation was formed around a kitchen table not far from here in 1975, when a small group of charitably minded local men and women set out with an ambitious common goal: to improve the quality of life for all who call our community home. Since then, generous local donors have enabled the foundation to grow into what it is today, providing the means to make significant investments in Polk County's people, places, and institutions. The foundation receives charitable donations of all sizes from community members, and then distributes grants to local organizations, awards to educators, and scholarships to students. We join the many proud families, friends, and neighbors here in the audience tonight in celebrating our youth. The foundation has been honored to support students in recent years by funding mentoring and internship opportunities, field trips for elementary school children, scholarships to attend summer programs with Duke TIFF and NC State, as well as AIG summer seminar camps here at home. Grants this year have sent Polk County teachers and school counselors to state and national conferences, helped purchase the new high school farm truck, funded a college advisor for the 4th year in a row, and again enabled all students to participate in the high school band free of charge. Many donors to the Community Foundation chose to establish scholarship funds to help make our local students' college dreams come true. In 2019, more than 60 graduating seniors and adults received scholarships totaling more than $260,000. All foundation awards are a minimum of $1,000, and the largest scholarship tonight is worth $16,000 over 4 years. We are honored to help fulfill our donors' wishes, and would like to congratulate the entire class of 2019 and the graduates receiving awards tonight. I'd like to call up students in 3 groups so they can all fit on the stage, and ask that you please hold your applause until all students in each group are assembled onto the stage. So when your name is called, please come forward to be recognized for your award. Reese Alley, Polk County Community Foundation Merit Award. Alexis Aponte, a Leg Up Scholarship. Kiri Ashley. Isabella Bowen. Bethany Bruce. the Gordon L. Foote Educational Award. Taylor Burnett, Bradley Career Training Scholarship. John Cantrell, Polly C. and Carol G. Bennett Scholarship. Tatiana Carey, the Nathaniel M. and Constance J. McIntyre Memorial Scholarship. Natalie Davis, the G. Mildred Steinbach and John F. Steinbach Scholarship. Natalie Davis, I'm sorry, John Durkash, Sarah and Henry Burris Scholarship. Avery Edwards, John E. Landrum Jr. Educational Award. Christian Etherson, Kirby Endowment Scholarship. Reagan Gordon, Bradley Career Training Scholarship. Ashlyn Green, the N. Elizabeth Nash Scholarship. And Timothy Hyder, Stuart and Margaret L. Forbes Scholarship. Congratulations to all of these students. Our next group begins with Melanie Huizar Parada, the G. Mildred Steinbach and John F. Steinbach Scholarship. Isabella Jackson, the G. Mildred Steinbach and John F. Steinbach Scholarships. Caleb Jackson, the Stuart and Margaret L. Forbes Scholarship. Bailey Lohman, the Pettit Scholarship. Ansley Lynch, the David P. and Barbara Stamen Educational Award. Benjamin McCraw, the Nathaniel M. and Constance J. McIntyre Memorial Scholarship. Javante Miller, the Bradley Putnam Award. Demoy Millett, the Harriet and Bert Marsh Scholarship. Ailey Morlino, Harriet and Bert Marsh Scholarship. Matthew Mullis, the Harriet and Bert Marsh Scholarship. Helena Nachitilo, Bradley Putnam Award. Taylor Newton, John G. Landrum Jr. Educational Award. Clark Phipps, Stuart and Margaret L. Forbes Scholarship. Caleb Potter, David P. and Barbara Stamen Educational Award. Sidlali Ramirez Camacho, Bradley Putnam Award.
I'm good. Appreciate it.
Congratulations, students. And our final group begins with Rachel Raposa, Polly C. and Carol G. Bennett Scholarship. Evan Reimer, Polly C. and Carol G. Bennett Scholarship. Juliana Robbins, the Stuart and Margaret L. Forbes Scholarship. Israel Roman, Polly C. and Carol G. Bennett Scholarship. Galen Saxey, the William F. and Claire B. Nelson Scholarship. Aslan Salerno, the Harriet and Bert Marsh Scholarship. Michael Sellers, Bradley Putnam Award. Aria Shields, the Edward E. and Suzanne K. Plumley Scholarship. Morgan Stott, Stuart and Margaret L. Forbes Scholarship. Elijah Sutton, Bradley Putnam Award. Kaylee Tesniar, the Bradley Career Training Scholarship. Juniper Walter Eager, the Stuart and Margaret L. Forbes Scholarship. Hannah Watkins, Bradley Career Training Scholarship. Nicholas Wilson, the Robert and Nancy Worsnop Career Training Scholarship. Jonah Wyatt, the Stuart and Margaret L. Forbes Scholarship. And Jordan Wyatt, the Tryon Youth
Please welcome our next presenters, Wendy Hamill and Kevin Paris.
Good evening. Well, this is definitely new for us this year. We're very honored to be here to represent the Community Foundation of Henderson County. The Community Foundation of Henderson County has been providing scholarship assistance to students in Henderson County and its surrounding areas since 1984. Since that time, the foundation has awarded $6.5 million in assistance to students. This year, we had $524,000 to award, and Polk County earned $28,000 of that. I am deeply honored, both personally and professionally, to have had the Polk County High School faculty work diligently with us this year so that many more scholarship opportunities could be offered to its seniors. Thank you. Thank you, faculty. This group of incredibly talented young adults certainly showcases all of the hard work, dedication, and tenacity to excel in every way. They exude the love and care that family, friends, and faculty have given to them along their journey to this incredible turning point. As a Saluda resident, I could not be more proud to be here. This year, we actually received 257 scholarship applications. There were 106 new awards to be given, and there are 7 Wolverines chosen as award recipients. The Community Foundation of Henderson County would like to commend these students for an outstanding high school career and wish them the best of luck for their future, their endeavors, as they represent us in their global community. With me today is Mr. Kevin Paris. He is the Scholarship Committee Chair, a member of our Board of Directors, and he also serves as the Executive Director of Carolina Village in Hendersonville. And I thought having Kevin share his experience on the committee would sum up the amazing talent that we continue to see in all these students.
After serving several years on the committee, this year having the honor to be able to serve as the chair, I can honestly say that our community and our schools are producing some top-notch students. I can see each of the young adults being change agents in our world, and as they continue through their educational journey. Although we only have a brief moment and an opportunity to look through them through their scholarship application, we all know that they have painted a clear image of their educational goals and their plans for future success. I stand in awe of their focus, their accomplishments, and their determination and dedication. Thank you to all the teachers, the school administrators, parents, grandparents, and friends that have their continued support for all of these talented young adults. And now Wendy and I are going to present the 2019 Scholarship Awards from the Community Foundation of Henderson County.
The recipient of the $1,000 Clyde T. and Wilma G. Moore Scholarship is Taylor Burnett. There she is. The recipient of the $1,000 Lula and Levi Wilson Memorial Scholarship, Elijah Sutton. The recipient of a $2,000 Janice Schlein-Denning Scholarship, Miranda Ramsey. The recipient of the $2,000 John P. and Mary Ann Wool Scholarship, which is a 2-year renewable award totaling $4,000, Austin Jackson. The recipient of a $1,000 Frederick E. and Mary Meyer Nursing Scholarship, renewable for 4 years, totaling $4,000, Natalie Davis. The recipient of the $1,000 a year Phyllis and George Knopf Scholarship for 4 years, $4,000 award, Clark Phipps. And the recipient of a $3,000 per year James P. Gray Scholarship totaling $12,000 over 4 years, Sadie Allen. It was truly an honor to work with Polk County, my home county, this year. Congratulations to this year's recipients, and we will see you again next year.
Our next presenters will be Linda Harris and Richard Smith.
Good evening. I am an advisory board member with the State Employees Credit Union. I am also proud to say I'm a retired teacher with Polk County High School. I just want to say that I'm proud of all of you. In keeping with the Helping People Credit Union philosophy, State Employees Credit Union members are helping local students further their education through the North Carolina University system. Over 400 scholarships valued at $10,000 each are being awarded to students all across North Carolina, including 2 in our county. And first of all, and this is Linda Harris, she's our branch manager. She's going to help with the awards for scholarships. It is with great pleasure that we award these scholarships. First, to Juliana Robbins. And the second one goes to Juniper Walter East. Juliana is going to UNC, right? And Juniper is going to NC State, right? And I like to say I graduated from NC State 50 years ago. Congratulations. Thank you.
Our next presenter is Elizabeth Wicker.
Good evening. This year, the American Red Cross and Polk County High School partnered together for 2 blood drives. With those 2 blood drives, they collected over 235 units, resulting in over 700 lives saved. That also equaled $25,000 in scholarship money that we will award tonight to the students.
Tonight's 2019 high school scholarship award winners are Ashley Green, $500. Jeffrey Wyatt, $500. Sidlali Ramirez Camacho, $500. and Natalie Davis, $1,000.
Please welcome our next presenters, Pam Arrowwood and Susan Lale.
It is our privilege to award the Paula Russell Nursing Scholarship. Paula Russell was an active member of this community for many years. She was a kind and loving individual. In November of 2014, Paula Russell lost her battle with cancer. She and her family were impressed with the nursing care that she received throughout her illness. So, to honor her memory, Frank Giordano and her family established the Paula Russell Nursing Scholarship to be awarded to a deserving student who will be majoring in nursing in college. This year's recipient will receive $750 in scholarship money.
This recipient of the scholarship exemplifies the same qualities that Paula Russell did. She is a very caring individual who is the source of reasoning in many situations. She is an outstanding student who has remained steadfast in her studies. She is an inspiration to me and many others. This recipient recently earned her nursing assistant certification and has been accepted into the Western North Carolina Regionally Increasing Baccalaureate Nurses, the Ribbon Program, through Western Carolina University and Blue Ridge Community College. This is a competitive program and we are very proud of her accomplishments. The recipient of the 2018-2019 Paula Russell Nursing Scholarship is Miss Miranda Ramsey.
Our next presenter is Bob Pisano.
Good evening. This year, Ingalls had received 122 applications, and of these 122, my recipient was chosen as one of the 80 that will be presented tonight with the scholarship. On behalf of Ingalls here in Lake Lure, it's a privilege for me and an honor to present outstanding performance and dedication gladly presented to Caleb Potter with this scholarship award for $1,000.
Our next presenter is Renette Dill.
Good evening. The Lutz Foundation Scholarship Program was established by the Lutz Foundation. This $2,000 scholarship is offered to graduates of Cleveland, Rutherford, and Polk County schools. These scholarships are awarded to students who best meet the following criteria: philanthropic spirit, academic achievement, extracurricular involvement, and a clear understanding of the free enterprise system. It is my pleasure to present the 2019 Lutz Foundation Scholarship to a well-deserving young man who has participated in marching band, serving as brass captain and drum major. He has been on the honor roll every grading period since 6th grade and was inducted into the National Honor Society. This young man plans to attend UNC Charlotte this fall. Please join me in congratulating this year's $2,000 Lutz Foundation Scholarship recipient, Mr. Demoy Millette.
Please welcome our next presenter, Jason Twitty.
Good evening. It's an honor and privilege to give out the Memorial Q Honor Scholarship Award. The recipient of this award this year was very active in Polk County High School. She served in numerous clubs, the FFA, HOSA, and Project Unify. And she was also a captain of the cheerleading team. She plans on attending UNC Charlotte, where she wants to study nursing. So, with Ms. Natalie Davis, please come up.
Our next presenter is Reverend Eleanor Miller.
This year's Dr. Warren J. Carson Scholarship goes to Mr. Elijah Sutton.
Our next presenter is Lenora Page McIntyre.
My grandfather did not complete high school. He left school to help provide for the family. My grandfather never said anything to his children about regretting dropping out of high school. However, he would often tell them in the mornings, "Make 100 today, 99.5 just won't do." He worked hard to provide for the family and encouraged them when switched to graduate. My grandfather was self-employed and would often leave the work site to go to Polk Central High School to check on the progress of his children. Fear ran through his children's bodies whenever they heard that their dad was spotted in the school's main office talking to one of their teachers. His children did not like him checking up on them then, but they appreciate his scolding and discipline now that they see what he saw many years ago. On behalf of Uncle Jamie, Uncle Michael, Uncle Stevie, Uncle Bobby, Aunt Carol, Uncle Doug, Aunt Tammy, Aunt Susan, Uncle Eric, Uncle Matthew, and my dad, I would like to present the James and Carolyn McIntyre Scholarship to Miss Patricia Santamina.
Please welcome our next presenter, Dawn Milutowski.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here tonight presenting the Norman L. Spivey Memorial Scholarship Award, established in 2017 to honor the memory of my dad. He was a passionate civil engineer and conservationist. My dad just quietly did what needed to be done. With patience, determination, and skill, he devoted himself to improving the world around him. This year's recipient displays many of these same characteristics, and I believe he will continue to pursue his career goals and contribute to his community. My family and the members of the Sunnyview Clubhouse are excited to be a part of his journey. It is my privilege to present the 2019 Norman L. Spivey Memorial Scholarship to Evan Reimer.
Our next presenter is Peyton Peters.
Hello, Polk County High School Class of 2019. My name is Peyton Peters. I'm here to present the Cole Preston Award. Sorry to you guys, I wore a red tie to y'all's graduation, but I got on some blue socks. 8 years ago, Cole and I sat in the very seats you all are in, unsure about the future and what was to come. Neither of us had a clue as to what we wanted to do with our lives. Cole came to Polk County High School as a sophomore, and we quickly became friends. During his junior year, he tried out for the varsity soccer team, but was placed on the JV team instead. Though disappointed, Cole pushed himself, and through sheer drive and determination, he excelled on the JV team and was bumped up to the varsity team, and at the end of the season went on to win the Coaches Award that same year. Later on during his senior year, when it came time to apply to colleges, Cole was told that he would not be able to spend the summer after graduation hanging out with me and our friends and doing all the things that we had planned for the summer, but instead was taking courses up at Western Carolina University. It was not the summer we had planned, and he also met that challenge head on and entered college in the fall. And when he set his mind to something, he didn't let anything stop him. He was just that passionate. During his years at Western Carolina University, Cole decided he wanted to make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate. He acquired a passion for gardening and doing community gardening, and while still in college, he started a sustainable organic garden and planned on donating fruits and vegetables to the local soup kitchen there at Western Carolina University. While working a summer job with a ziplining company in Lake Lure, Canopy Ridge Farms, Cole was inspired to help handicapped individuals. He even made a business plan to make ziplining more accessible and to the handicapped so they may enjoy the outdoors as much as he did. Cole loved this school and everyone in this community. Unfortunately, Cole's life was cut short by a tragic car accident. I feel sure that if he had lived, he would have still be helping the community that he loved, Polk County. The Cole Preston Award is meant to honor students like Cole who are passionate about making a difference in this world in spite of difficulties they may encounter. This year, the student selected by the nominating committee is a student like Cole that has met difficulties head on. She has been a member of the ladies soccer team as well as the ladies basketball team. She has been described to me as being a young lady who is outgoing, spirited, involved, and loved by everyone. The nominating committee feels that she will be able to accomplish anything she puts her mind to simply because she is that determined and likable. This year, the recipient of the Cole Preston Award goes to Jennifer Villegas Guerrero. We have a plaque for you, and then this plaque goes to the school. And here is a check and a shirt from the Cole Preston Foundation.
presenter is Shelva Wilson.
The Eric Wilson Award was established in memory of our son, a Polk Central High School graduate who fought a lifelong battle with cystic fibrosis. His courage and work past difficult obstacles and his determination to allowed him to achieve many goals and became a leader and role model for his peers. The award is given each year to a student who demonstrates these same qualities. I'm honored to present the 2019 Eric Wilson Award to Caleb Potter.
Welcome our next presenter, Mike Collins.
Good evening. It is a pleasure and honor to be here, especially on June 6th, D-Day. We'll recognize or remember those men and women who sacrificed everything to give us this opportunity tonight. We're members of the American Legion Post 250 in Tryon, North Carolina, the big blue building. And with me tonight is Glenn Burgess. Glenn is the chairman of our bingo committee, which makes it possible for us to give these scholarships each year for many, many years, as well as donating to our local veterans organizations a good bit of money each year. We have 4 scholarships this year, $1,000 each, that we have picked men and women that we think are excellent and will continue on with their education and commitment into the community. Our first one is Natalie Davis. Ainsley Lynch. Caleb Potter. And Rachel Raposa. Thank you.
Our next presenters are Johnny and Jerry Taylor and Laurie Randall.
Thank you and good evening. What a pleasure it is to be back up here this year to honor and award these students. To my left is Jerry Taylor. She is the youth chairman of the auxiliary, and Lori Randall is the secretary at our post. I'm the post quartermaster and District 16th commander. I'll tell you a little bit about this scholarship that was started years ago by Gary Fisher and some other dreamers here in Polk County. We had ordered bricks to build the Veterans Park in Columbus. And these bricks were stored in the old firehouse. And we raised enough money where we could start this foundation. So we've been doing this right now since, I think, 2003, when the post in Tryon consolidated and came over to our post in Mill Spring. So it's been a pleasure to do this every year since we've been in the VFW. You know, one of the requirements for this scholarship was that a family member had to have been in the military, had served in the military, and what better day than D-Day to honor those veterans who gave us the freedom to be here tonight. Some of you had grandfathers and great-grandfathers who served. And we thank all of our veterans, by the way. We had one recipient that he had so many in his family, he had to have a second piece of paper to put them all down. And I think that's just great. We're talking cousins, uncles, aunts, you know, it doesn't matter. But, so on behalf of the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States and VFW Post 10349, we'd like to present these awards. And our first recipient would be Ashlyn Green. Nancy Lynch. Caleb Jackson. And Blake Rafley. Thank you very much.
Please welcome our next presenter, Janet W. Siaka.
I'm honored to be here tonight representing the Kiwanis Club of Tryon. The Kiwanis Club has been around since 1927 and we've given away many, many scholarships. Tonight we're giving away 6 scholarships. I would like first to state the mission of the Kiwanis Club organization, which is an international organization. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to transforming the world, one child and one community at a time. Our scholarship funds are set aside each year with the help of fundraising efforts like our spaghetti supper, the pancake supper, and other donations. Also, one of the clubs here at the high school is the Key Club. And this is also a global organization, and our scholarship winners are all Key Club members. Each scholarship that we're giving away this year is $1,000. And on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Tryon, I'd like to present these 6 graduates. If you'll come up and then just stay on the stage so we can give you a round of applause all together. Sadie Allen. Ashlyn Green. Ainsley Lynch. Here she is. Clark Phillips. Phillips, sorry. Caleb Potter and Juliana Robbins. Round of applause for her.
Our next presenters are Beth McAllister and Roberta Rotary.
Good evening. I'm Beth McAllister and this is Roberta Rotary, and we represent the Tryon Rotary Club. The object of our club is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, service above self. One of our missions locally is to help educate young people from our community, and one of the ways that we do this is through our scholarship program. Each year we grant nearly $40,000 for local students going on to pursue 4- and 2-year degrees. We meet on Thursdays at noon at the Tryon Presbyterian Church, and we would love to have you to join us. As we call out the names of our recipients, we'd ask them to please come and line up on the stage, and then we'll have a big round of applause.
So we have, our first recipients are for a 4-year scholarship. It's $8,000 total, so it's $2,000 a year. And we have 4 of these. The first one would be Elijah Sutton. Our next recipient is Natalie Davis. Caleb Potter. Morgan Stott. We have 2-year scholarships that are $3,000, $1,500 each year. And our first recipient is Israel Roman. Patty Sanfinis. And our next two recipients, this is a $500 one-time award for purchase of books and supplies at school. Patrick McIntyre. And Lolly Ramirez Camacho. Thank you so much.
Please welcome our next presenter, Susan Johnson.
Good evening. I am so honored to be here tonight, and I am here on behalf of the members of our church, Saluda United Methodist Church. One of our members a few years ago, unfortunately, passed away, but he left a legacy for us to use beginning this year. This is the first year we've been able to do this, and we've given 4 scholarships, 2 of which are from Polk County. And so I'm very, very happy to be here and to recognize not only the 2 that I'm here to recognize, but also all of you. I know that our world is going to be a better place because you're in it. The first one is Des Moines Millette. It's a and the last I heard is UNC at Charlotte Des Moines. Green, excuse me. The next recipient is Melanie Harada.
Thank you very much.
Our next presenters are Marlon Beckham and Elizabeth Taylor.
Good evening. I represent the Women's Club of Saluda. We're an organization that has for over 100 years strived to help future leaders achieve their dreams. With that in mind, we are so proud to present 3 scholarships tonight. 1 to Des Moines Millette. Also to Sadie Allen. And also to Blake Ratley. I think Des Moines needs some running shoes on. Thank you.
Please welcome our next presenter, Reagan Buchanan.
Good evening. I'm Reagan Buchanan, and I have been honored to serve this senior class as their college advisor. Tonight, it is my pleasure to represent UNC Chapel Hill and award the Global Gap Year Fellowship. The Global Gap Year Fellowship was founded in 2011 by the Center for Social Justice. It funds incoming first-year students to defer their enrollment to Carolina and design a gap year traveling around the world to perform community service. The Global Gap Year Fellowship is highly selective, only funding 14 students out of the incoming freshman class. This year is the first year that a student from Polk County High School will represent our high school in the fellowship group. We are proud to offer the Global Gap Year Fellowship to Sadie Allen. Congratulations.
Our next presenter is Major General Jack Davis.
Good evening. It's my privilege and honor tonight to represent the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. The Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation was founded in 1962. Since that time, has awarded $125 million for the scholarships, 40,000 deserving young men and women whose family members serve in the Marine Corps or Navy corpsmen who serve on the Marines. Tonight, the recipient of this award comes from a Marine Corps family. His father is a retired Marine sitting in the audience tonight. His brother, Davis Dorcash, who many of you know, St. Campbell's here tonight, so he can't be with us. He's training. His older brother, Wyatt Dorcash, leaves for Marine Corps CS in July. So I say he comes from the Marine Corps family. Both his grandfathers served in the Marine Corps as a number of advanced uncles. He's an outstanding student, superb athlete, member of the state championship track team, an Eagle Scout, and this year he overcame some personal adversities, which showed great courage, and he faced, like a man, with his faith in the Lord. It's my privilege tonight to present a $5,000 scholarship to Jack Dorcash. Now, on behalf of the United States Marine Corps, I'd like to present the Distinguished Athlete Awards first. First, the female Distinguished Athlete, Ansley Lynch. The Distinguished Male Athlete probably needs no introduction, no surprise. He broke a number of records, state records, school records, and is a superb young man, Mr. Jake Justice. The Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award, this should surprise nobody, goes to Sadie Allen. The last award, may come as no surprise to you, the United States Marine Corps has a small band in Washington, D.C. It's called the President's Own. And we value musical excellence to the nth degree. And we're proud tonight to present the Musical Excellence Award to Lenora McIntyre. Thank you very much.
Our next presenter is Rex Wells.
It's a great day to be a Wolverine, isn't it? At this time, I'd like to recognize all those seniors who played on an athletic team this year. Please stand up. These individuals are student athletes. Athletics is an extension of the classroom. These individuals sacrificed many hours after school, and we'll talk about a few of those here in a minute. We were, this year, the Wells Fargo champions for the Western Highlands Conference, first time in a long time. This was propelled by 6 conference championship teams. Women's tennis in the fall, and a team that accomplished a tremendous amount this year, our women's volleyball team. They were regional champions and state runners-up, losing in the state championship at NC State. In 5 days, they traveled over 1,200 miles to play 3 different times, so they truly were road warriors. We are so proud of them. In the spring, we had 4 conference championship teams. Men's tennis, women's track, who finished 9th in the state. We had men's track, who finished 3rd in the state. And our baseball, who finished, went to the 3rd round of the playoffs. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the men's soccer team. The men's soccer team played in the state semifinals, lost 1-0, and just did a tremendous job this year. I would like to recognize 3 individuals right now who, on May the 19th at the Grove Park Inn, were a part of the Western North Carolina Sports Banquet. Caleb Potter and Ansley Lynch both were awarded scholarships there. And Jake Justice was the Olympic Sports Athlete of the Year in Western North Carolina. In my 40 years in athletics, I've never seen a school win as many state championships as we did this year. We won 8 state championships by 7 different people, and 5 of those were seniors. Caleb Potter, state champion cross country. Ryan Hyder, winner in straight sets, tennis state championship. The next 2 young ladies also were state champions last year and again this year. Izzy Jackson and Mariah Overholt. And finally, Jake Justice. State champion last year in the indoor and the outdoor pole vault, and then again this year, setting the state record about 2 weeks ago. The Western Highlands Conference gives out outstanding awards each year. It's voted on by the athletic directors, and we fortunately this year have both the male and the female winner of this award. The first one for the young lady, this young lady is a 2-sport athlete, played indoor track, and was all-state in soccer. And she propelled her team and led her team to the 3rd round of the playoffs, and is going to MIT. The Western Highlands Conference Female Scholar Athlete of the Year goes to Reese Alley. And the Western Highlands Conference Male Scholar Athlete of the Year goes to a young man who played 2 sports also. He was all conference in football, which football team made it to the 3rd round of the playoffs. And he was Conference Player of the Year in tennis and a tennis state champion, who will be going to UNC Chapel Hill, Ryan Hyder. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome back to the stage Dr. Brendan Schweitzer.
It is my honor at this time to present this year's senior recipients of the highly sought after and rarely achieved Perfect Attendance Award. It takes tremendous dedication and a little luck dodging illness to attend school every day for the entire year. Perhaps more impressive are those who managed to pull this off for consecutive years. This evening, I am pleased to present Perfect Attendance Awards in the form of a certificate as well as a cash award reflective of their accomplishments. For perfect attendance for the 2018-19 school year, a $50 award goes to Tatiana Carey. And for perfect attendance for 2 consecutive years, a $100 cash award goes to Austin Jackson.
Will Sadie Allen please come to the stage? The Community Foundation of Western North Carolina provides scholarships to students in the 29 westernmost counties of North Carolina. Receiving the Newton Academy Forster/Stevens Scholarship through the foundation this year is Sadie Allens. Congratulations. Rachel Raposa, please come forward. The WNC Bridge Foundation Health Scholarship is awarded to students pursuing a health-related occupation that have been identified by their teachers and administrators as having the potential to make a significant impact in the healthcare field. This year, they are pleased to present this scholarship to Rachel Raposa. Congratulations. Tatiana Carey, Kayla Potter, and Juliana Robbins please come to the stage. Each year, the Holy Cross Memorial Scholarship Committee is pleased to award scholarships to graduating seniors from Polk County High School and the surrounding area. The funds for these scholarships come from special endowments for the purpose of educating young people. Receiving scholarships this year are Tatiana Carey, Kayla Potter, and Juliana Robbins. Congratulations.
Reese Alley, please come to the stage. Reese is receiving the Nell Fagan Green Creek Community Scholarship. This scholarship is given each year to one or more graduating seniors who excel academically and are active in their community. Congratulations. Will Aileen Morlino please come to the stage? Each year, a student living in the Pea Ridge area is awarded the Pea Ridge Community Scholarship to help with educational expenses. This year, the scholarship is being awarded to Aileen Morlino. Congratulations. Patricia Santafinez, please come forward. Patricia is being recognized for her work in the PCHS Culture Club. This award, which includes a check for $100, is given to a student who goes above and beyond in their work with the Culture Club. Congratulations. Sitlali Ramirez Camacho, please come to the stage. Philip Lewis Buck Preston was born in Tryon, North Carolina in January of 1944 and passed away on January 26, 2013. During his 30-year tenure as a teacher in Polk County, Buck headed Polk County High's English department, instituted senior project, and started both men's and women's soccer programs. Mr. Preston impacted countless lives for the better as a teacher and colleague. It is because of his love of writing that his wife, Jean Preston, and the rest of the Preston family are pleased to now present annually the Philip Buck Preston Future Writer Award to an outstanding student writer. The winner will receive a check for $500 and have her name placed on a commemorative plaque at Polk County High School. This year's recipient is Sitlali Ramirez Camacho. Congratulations. Natalie Davis, please come to the stage. The DAR Good Citizen Award is given to a student each year who demonstrates the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. This year's recipient is Natalie Davis. Paige McIntyre, please come to the stage. New Century scholars are chosen in the 7th grade to receive a scholarship to Isothermal Community College that covers the cost of tuition and books. Recipients are required to complete a minimum number of volunteer hours each year to remain in the program. Congratulations to Paige, who has completed at least 25 volunteer hours each year to graduate as a New Century Scholar.
Morgan Stott please come to the stage? The PCHS Athletic Excellence Award is given to one male and one female PCH student each year. To be eligible for this award, the student athlete must play on at least one school sports team and be a leader and role model in the school and community. This year's awards go to Clark Phipps and Morgan Stott. Congratulations. Will Alexandria Romano please come to the stage? Student council officers are elected by their peers to represent the widest range of ideas and serve the greatest needs of their classmates. It is fully expected that each officer will honor the office by exhibiting consistent participation, unwavering reliability, and commitment born of genuine character. No officer this year has shown more commitment or reliability than Alex Romano. She consistently contributed to meetings and followed through on every assignment given to her. For example, she alone loaded, delivered, and unloaded countless bags of toys and clothes and 2 bicycles for Operation Inventory. She is always cheerful and optimistic and has been an invaluable role model for the younger officers. Alex accomplished all of this and more with modest and quiet dignity. She served the senior class well and deserves the title Officer of the Year. Will A. Eugenio Cabareta please come to the stage? This year at PCHS, we've had the pleasure of getting to know A. Eugenio as a visiting foreign exchange student from Italy. He has successfully completed his year and become a permanent part of the Wolverine family. As a parting gift, he is receiving an American flag to remember his time with us. We will miss you next year.
Will the following students please come forward and remain on stage to be recognized for receiving additional scholarships? Peyton Dill, Mervyn Graber, Ashlyn Green, Ansley Lynch, Taylor Newton, Clark Phipps, Josh Petit, Aslan Salerno. Students, as your name is called, please step forward to be recognized. These scholarships include ACT scholarships through Tryon Estates, Josh Petit. Advent Health Scholarship, Ansley Lynch. First Baptist Church of Tryon Scholarship, Ashlyn Green. Life Scholarship, Peyton Dill and Mervyn Graber. Midwest All-Star Game Scholarship, Clark Phipps. NCAA CTE Scholarship, Aslan Salerno. Rose M. Williams Scholarship, Taylor Newton. Congratulations to all of you. You may now exit the stage.
Will the following students please come forward and remain on the stage for college or university recognition? Sadie Allen, Kiri Ashley, Isabella Bowen, Jack Durkash, Ashlyn Green, Caleb Jackson, Jake Justice, Bailey Lohman, Ansley Lynch, Caleb Potter, Juliana Robbins, Luke Sellers, Alexandra Romano, Sydney Wilkie, and Mitchell Yoder. Students, please step forward when your name is called to be recognized. Recognition is given for attendance to the following colleges or universities. An academic scholarship to Brevard College given to Mitchell Yoder. An athletic scholarship for track and field at East Carolina University given to Jake Justice. The George L. Carter Scholarship to East Tennessee State University given to Ashlyn Green and Alexandra Romano. The Presidential Scholarship and the Petite Scholarship to Hawaii Pacific University given to Bailey Lohman. An athletic scholarship for football and track at Limestone College given to Luke Sellers. An athletic scholarship for track and field at Montreat College given to Jack Durkash and Caleb Potter. A merit scholarship to Salem College given to Sydney Wilkie. The Pitska and Celebrate UNCA scholarships to UNC Asheville given to Ansley Lynch. A merit scholarship to UNC Chapel Hill given to Sadie Allen and Juliana Robbins. The Chancellor Scholarship to UNC Charlotte given to Caleb Jackson. A merit scholarship to Warren Wilson College given to Bella Bowen. And a merit scholarship to Winthrop University given to Kiri Ashley. Congratulations to you all. You may now exit the stage.
Okay, we will now begin our subject awards. Seniors, from this point on, if you are called to the stage to receive an award, please come forward and line up across the stage. When your name is called, please step forward to be recognized. You can pick up your award certificates along with your diploma following the graduation ceremony tomorrow night. Will the following students please come to the stage and remain on stage to be recognized for their accomplishments in nursing fundamentals. Natalie Davis, Reagan Gordon, Ashlyn Green, Melanie Huzar-Parada, McKinley Justice, Willie Macbeth, Benjamin McCraw, Nicole Mott, Paulina Nechi-Tyler, Taylor Newton, Jacob Patoya, Miranda Ramsey, Rachel Raposa, Israel Ramon, Galen Zaxey, Michaela Staley, Vincent Willoughby, Jonah Wyatt, and Jordan Wyatt. Okay, these students have completed the health science career and technical education pathway of 4 credits, which involves the completion of 3 health science courses with at least an 85 average, American Heart Association CPR and first aid training, Hospice of the Carolina Foothills volunteer training. These students also took the option to complete the North Carolina Department of Facility Services Nursing Assistant Program. This achievement involved maintaining an 80 average, successful demonstration of 66 patient care skills, and 40 hours of direct patient care. These awards also included the Nursing Fundamentals Leadership Awards, which are going to Taylor Newton and Israel Ramon. Please step forward. Congratulations to these students who will become our healthcare professionals of tomorrow.
Will the following students please come to the stage and remain on stage to be recognized for outstanding performance in career and technical education classes? James Coffey, Tyler Lawrence, Bobby Lewis, Mariah Overholt, Blake Rackley, Aslan Salerno, Citlali Ramirez Camacho, Claudia Waddell, and Nicholas Wilson. Students, as your name is called, please step forward to be recognized. The following students are being recognized for outstanding performance in agricultural classes. Highest average in Ag Mechanics 1, Tyler Lawrence. Academic Excellence in Ag Mechanics 2, Bobby Lewis. Highest average in Animal Science 2, Citlali Ramirez Camacho. Academic Excellence in Animal Science 2 Honors, Aslan Salerno. Academic Excellence in CTE Internship for Horticulture 1, Nicholas Wilson. Academic Excellence in CTE Internship for Horticulture 2, Claudia Waddell. Academic Excellence in CTE Internship for Ag Production 1, Mariah Overholt. Academic Excellence in CTE Internship for Ag Production 2, James Coffey. Academic Excellence in Horticulture 2, Tyler Lawrence and Blake Rackley. Academic Excellence in Ag Production 2, Nicholas Wilson. And Academic Excellence in Ag Production 2 Honors, Claudia Waddell. Congratulations, you may now exit the stage.
Will the following students please come to this stage and remain on stage to be recognized for outstanding performance in career and technical education classes? Bethany Bruce, Taylor Burnett, Samuel Campuzano Gomez, Tatiana Carey, Eugenio Cabaretta, Greer Ergel, Ansley Lynch, Mariah Overholt, Blake Rackley, Citlali Ramirez Camacho, Israel Ramon, Aslan Salerno, and Michaela Staley. The following students are being recognized for their outstanding performance in business classes. Academic Excellence in Marketing, Mariah Overholt and Michaela Staley.
Academic Excellence in Multimedia and Web Page Design, Bethany Bruce and Aslan Salerno. Academic Excellence in Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, Samuel Campuzano Gomez. Academic Excellence in Microsoft Excel, Blake Rackley. And Academic Excellence in Principles of Business and Finance, Greer Ergel and Ansley Lynch. The following students are being recognized for their outstanding performance in foods and nutrition classes. Students of the Year in Foods 1, Taylor Burnett and A. Eugenio Cabaretta. And Student of the Year in Foods 2, Mariah Overholt. The following student is being recognized for outstanding performance in health science classes. Academic Excellence in Health Science 2 Honors, Citlali Ramirez Camacho. Israel Rahman, please step forward. Israel is being recognized for earning the opportunity to attend the UNC Family Medicine Summer Academy. This program partners with the UNC Department of Family Medicine and the UNC School of Medicine Office of Rural Initiatives to bring recently graduated high school students to Chapel Hill for a 3-day experience where they will be introduced to a career in medicine. Congratulations.
Will the following students please come forward and remain on stage to be recognized for outstanding performance in the fine arts? Sadie Allen, Isabella Bowen, Dustin Holman, Kara Kinsley, Demoy Miller, Claire Packard, Miranda Ramsey, Israel Rahman, Dylan Sinyard, and Maya T. Please step forward when your name is called. Excellence in Vocal Music, Claire Packer. The Director's Award for Marching Band, Miranda Ramsey. Most Valuable in Marching Band, Demoy Millett. The Director's Award for Concert Band, Claire Packer. Most Valuable Player in Concert Band, Dustin Holden. Excellence in Visual Arts 3, Israel Rahman and Maya T. Excellence in Visual Arts 4, Kara Kinsley. Excellence in Visual Arts Honors, Bella Bowen and Dylan Singh. And Excellence in AP Art, Sadie Allen. Congratulations, you may now exit the stage. We will now present the awards for academic subjects. Will the following students please come to the stage and remain on stage to be recognized for their performance in English and foreign language classes? Sadie Allen, Isabella Bowen, Natalie Davis, Christian Etherson, Izzy Jackson, Benny McCraw, Paige McIntyre, Citlali Ramirez Camacho, Miranda Ramsey, Michelle Rivera Vasquez, Patricia Santabanez, Alexandria Romano, and Morgan Stock. Will the following students please step forward to be recognized for outstanding performance in English? Academic excellence in English 4, Benny McCraw and Michelle Rivera Vasquez. Academic excellence in English 4 honors, Sadie Allen and Izzy Jackson. Academic excellence in English 111, Natalie Davis and Christian Ederson. Academic excellence in English 112, Paige McIntyre and Setlali Ramirez Camacho. Will the following students please step forward to be recognized for outstanding performance in foreign language classes? These awards include highest average in Spanish 1, Bella Bowen and Morgan Scott. Highest average in Spanish 2, Setlali Ramirez Camacho and Miranda Ramsey. Highest average in Spanish 3 honors, Izzy Jackson and Alexandria Romano. Highest average in Spanish 4 honors, Michelle Rivera Vasquez and Patricia Santafinez. And highest average in Chinese 2, Christian Ederson and Paige McIntyre. Congratulations to all of you. You may now exit the stage.
Will the following students please come to the stage and remain on stage to be recognized for their performance in mathematics, physical education, science, and social studies classes? Sadie Allen, Reese Alley, Cameron Blackwell, Samuel Campuzano Gomez, Demoy Millett, Paige McIntyre, Clark Phipps, Jennifer Villegas Guerrero, Juniper Walter Eager, Jonah Wyatt. Will the following students please step forward to be recognized for outstanding performance in mathematics, advanced functions and modeling award, Samuel Campuzano Gomez and Paige McIntyre. AP Statistics Award, Sadie Allen and Reese Alley. The following students are being recognized for outstanding performance in physical education. Excellence in women's weight training, Jennifer Villegas Guerrero. Excellence in men's weight training, Cameron Blackwell and Demoy Millett. Will the following students please step forward to be recognized for outstanding performance in science? Academic excellence in physics honors, Clark Phipps and Jonah Wyatt. Academic excellence in AP Physics, Reese Alley and Juniper Walter Eager. Will the following students please step forward to be recognized for outstanding performance in social studies? Academic excellence in AP Human Geography, Sadie Allen. Congratulations to all of our students. You may now exit the stage. Back over to Dr. Schweitzer.
I would now like to recognize students who are graduating with honors in the class of 2019. We will begin with our cum laude honor graduates. These students are graduating with a GPA of at least 3.9. Students, when your name is called, please come to the stage to accept this blue, white, and silver cord. Isabella Bowen, Tatiana Carey. Avery Edwards. Christian Etherson. Benjamin McCraw. Paige McIntyre. Rachel Raposa. Galen Saxey. And Jordan Wyatt. Next, we would like to recognize our students graduating magna cum laude, or with great honors. These students have earned a GPA of 4.1 or above and will receive blue, white, and silver cords, along with a white tassel for your graduation cap. Will these students come to the stage and remain on stage? Sadie Allen. Reese Alley. Natalie Davis. Jack Durkash. Ryan Hyder. Melanie Huezar Parada. Caleb Jackson. Isabella Jackson. Bailey Lohman. Ansley Lynch. Demoy Millett. Haley Molino. Matthew Mullis. Taylor Newton. Clark Phipps. Caleb Potter. Silali Ramirez Camacho. Miranda Ramsey. Juliana Robbins. Aslan Salerno. Morgan Stott. Jack Tinkler. Jennifer Walter Eager. And Jonah Wyatt. we would like to announce those students who are graduating summa cum laude, or with highest honor. These students are graduating with at least a 4.4 GPA and represent the highest ranking students in the graduating class. In addition to the regalia they have already received, these students will also receive a white collar stole to represent this accomplishment. Students, please step forward when your name is called to receive this highest honor. Sadie Allen. Reese Alley. Natalie Davis. Clark Phipps. Juliana Robbins. And Juniper Walter Eager. Now I'd like to introduce our speakers for graduation. The 5 students with the highest grade point average are chosen for this honor. Will the following students please step forward? Sadie Allen. Reese Alley. Natalie Davis. Juliana Robbins. And Juniper Walter Eager. Seniors, these are your graduation honor speakers. Congratulations to all of you. You may exit the stage. Advocate teachers, please report backstage at this time. Senior advocate teachers.
Let's go this day.
At this time, if you would please direct your attention to the front for a special slideshow presentation for our senior class.